So, wie sieht's hier aus? Ich finde, die Flugzeuge sieht gut aus.
We must concentrate all our attention on only the key objective, the city of Moscow. The Army Group Center is advancing to the city swiftly.
Halder, you are correct. However, do not forget that our immediate priority is to take Leningrad. We have to destroy the Baltic Fleet and its air force. The Russians must be taught a very harsh lesson for their brazen folly of bombing Berlin. How dare they bomb our capital?
Herr Führer, our naval forces will do everything possible to assist our ground and air forces against the enemy fleet. Acting together, we will deprive the Russian Navy of its major naval base.
I would much have preferred that the Russian Navy cease to exist altogether.
I have a suggestion, Herr Führer. Instead of taking Leningrad, we could send some of the forces of the Army Group North to support the Army Group Center in its vital operation against Moscow.
The Army Group Center can manage the occupation of Moscow on its own. It is better to take Leningrad and establish additional supply routes through the Baltic Sea.
I think the support of the Army Group North could be crucial for capturing Moscow before the winter comes, Herr Hitler.
Guderian, I saw the reports that your troops have slowed down in their advance on Moscow. What is going on there?
Herr Führer, unfortunately our advance deeper into the Soviet territory is hindered by a large number of new heavy tank models in the enemy ranks.
Are you implying that their tanks are better than ours?
I am not implying. I am saying it plainly. The program of modernization of our tanks should be enhanced and sped up. New tank models must answer the threat posed by the powerful Russian tanks and be superior to them.
Hulda, you are to develop and execute a new plan for storming Leningrad in the shortest time possible.
Jawohl, mein Führer.
You are dismissed. Guderian, please stay. The Fuhrer and our plenipotentiary of the 4-year plan are both ready to hear your suggestions on the new tanks.
I will be right back in just 5 minutes. Franz, please wait for me.
Guderian, is it true that the Russians have come up with some sort of invincible tank?
Franz, can I ask you for a friendly favor?
Sure, ask away.
During the storming of Leningrad, it should be required for you to send a trustworthy group of men to evacuate the Amber Room and other valuable museum masterpieces.
Our logistics are already complicated as it is. I bet you would like to have the entire Hermitage sent to your residence.
No, nothing of that sort. Only the hand-picked masterpieces of the best European painters. The Russian so-called art is of little interest to me.
Is it that important to you?
Holder, it is important for the whole Reich. The art will be exhibited in the new Führer Museum in Linz. When it is finished, that is. Until then, I will be responsible for its safekeeping.
You will have it, Reichsmarschall. I will issue the necessary orders.
Thank you, Halder. My secretary will provide you with a number of folders with the catalogs of art I require.
Gentlemen, before we take Moscow, we need it to be cut off from Russia's northern capital. The aerial raids on Berlin conducted from Leningrad must not continue. This Bolshevik den must be burned out once and for all.
I agree. The Soviet Baltic Fleet has been disrupting our communications since the first day of the war. They are operating out of Kronstadt, so we need to take care of it as well.
The Baltic Fleet must absolutely be destroyed, but Kronstadt is a low-priority target under current conditions. However, should the opportune moment come, you have my permission to capture it as well. Remember that Leningrad is your primary objective. Without it, our smaller victories in the region can be swiftly reversed. Hulda, give me the list of key strategic points.
At once, we need to capture the following: the villages of Kolpina and Gorelovo on the city's outskirts, the Leningrad Naval Base, Baltijsky Railway Station, and Ladorsky Railway Station, Vasilevsky Island, the villages of Sevolorsk, Tosno, and Sertolovo.
Add the Kirov plant to that list. The Soviets are making their KV-1 heavy tanks there. I would like that plant captured if possible, with minimum structural damage. I'm sure the Panzer Corps could be rejuvenated by the technology stored there.
Dearest Heinz, if you value the Russian industry so much, perhaps you can talk the Reds into surrendering. Otherwise, our troops will face such resistance in Leningrad that the Kirov plant will become an insignificant target.
Rommel is correct. Our units will be fighting house to house in a city crawling with Soviet troops. If we aren't careful, they will simply dissolve there. We need to make use of the breaches and weak points in the enemy defense.
I know one such breach. It's Schlieselberg, the last link connecting Leningrad with the rest of the Soviet territory. Capture it and the resulting blockade around the city will be impenetrable. This will leave the Soviet troops without supplies.
And also food. We must definitely try it. However, this blockade will mostly be a venture for our naval forces.
Our Navy is standing by for your orders. But I won't deploy them while the coastal artillery at Krasnaya Gorka and Kronstadt remain active. They have the passage into the Gulf of Finland locked down tight. Besides, Kronstadt is where the Soviet battleships are based. The two monsters called Marat and Oktoberskaya Revolutia. They're ancient like the Russian military tradition itself. But if we get too close, they would nevertheless crush our lighter ships.
No! No! I forbid it! Our Navy must not risk its ships! Halda, you will receive naval support only after you've dealt with all those threats. Do not fret. You will not be alone in this. Our Finnish allies are preparing a massive attack from the north. Mannerheim and I just need to iron out some of the key specifics.
So, jetzt müssen wir mal gucken, wie es hier ganz aussieht bei der Front. Sieht ja das durcheinander aus hier irgendwie. Dass man keinen Überblick hat. Das sind die Russen, das sind die Deutsche. Ich muss eine Front halt haben. Da oben gibt's nichts. Also hier bin ich. Ich muss hier nach oben vorrücken. Hier bin ich, ich muss nach oben vorrücken. Stehen so.